Let's get to know these adductor muscles. When we do the first layer of muscles on Complete Anatomy's Mr. Muscle Guy here, I've already highlighted our friend, the obturator externus. That is one muscle. This guy, adductor brevis. Then we start adding another layer of muscle on, and that gives us the longus. And then we add another layer on, and that gives us one here called the gracilis. And then there's one here that looks like the magnus, and you're looking at it from the front and you're thinking, now why is this called the magnus? Spin that baby around. Holy gamole! That is a gigantic muscle. Look at that thing. Magnus. Now, the other thing is that adductor is best friends with that muscle right there. That is the glute medius. So if you've ever had a little screwdriver in your hip, that's the gluteus medius. And the gluteus medius sits right underneath the gluteus maximus. So you can see it kind of at the top of the hip there. So combine that muscle with all 5 of those guys in the leg, and you've got a lot of muscles that want to do internal rotation. Our friend the glute max in charge of external rotation, and that's why he's one of my favorites. So what do you do to keep those adductors under control? There's 5 of them. Super powerful here, wrapping through here, and sometimes friends with that little friend, the glute medius. So the best way to do it is to split your feet apart, put your hands on the ground, and you're gonna bend one knee and sink into that hip. Now, you're gonna sink into that hip and feel the hip flexor on this side. You're gonna put a big stretch on the adductor, that's what we're trying to get rid of here, on the straight leg. And then, here's the key. As you push through your heel on this side, you're gonna activate that glute to sink back in, and now all of a sudden this adductor is on a stretch. You're feeling the hip flexor on this side, sinking into that hip, and then you're gonna glide like a speed skater into the other leg. You're trying to teach the glute, which is the antagonist to the adductor, to activate and help move you laterally. That's the glute's job, is to move you laterally. So if you glide from side to side and all you're doing is stretching the adductor, great, not bad, but there's more to be had. So feel the hip flexor on the bent knee side, make sure that knee is tracking straight ahead, and then push through that heel and teach the glute to take over the movement to move you sideways. That's the key. You gotta get that glute to work so that the adductor not only releases, but your brain has another muscle to go to. This is your quick fitness tip for today, the very simple exercise of glides or speed skaters, whatever you wanna call them. Get those adductors, which are super powerful, out of your way. That gets out of your way, that allows your glute to work, that takes pressure off your low back. That's your quick fitness tip for today. This is Laura Coleman Waite with Just Muscles. Here's to balance, strength, and happiness, and we'll see you next time.